Chapter 13. Culture and Science of Our Past. India has very ancient culture that goes back to many millenniums and a cultural heritage that is very rich. The scholars categorically assert that the Vedic civilization of ancient India is the cradle of all world civilizations. It is believed that the Vedic civilization pioneered various concepts such as science, technology, astronomy, and so on. According to the historians, it was from Vedic geometrical science that Egypt perfected its monumental pyramid structures. It was from India, from the Vedic altar of sacred Agni, that the Parsi civilization raised their sacred fire. It was again from India that the ancient Mesopotamian civilization learnt the art of trade. The great Greek thinkers Pythagoras and Plato came to India to learn the sciences of geometry and astronomy and the art of government. Religious literature. There are many religious literature such as the Vedas, the Upanishads, the Puranas, the Mahabharata, the Ramayana, the Bhagavad Gita, Jatakas, and Tripitaka of Buddhist and Angas of the Jain and Sangam literature of Tamil. The Vedas. The earliest literary work were perhaps the Vedas. The word Veda means knowledge. The Vedas were written by the Aryans. They manifest the divine word in human speech. There are 4 Vedas: Rig Veda, Sam Veda, Yajur Veda, and Atharva Veda, each consisting of 4 parts. The Upanishads. Upanishad means the inner or mystic teaching. They give us both spiritual vision and philosophical argument. There are also 108 principal Upanishads. The essence of Hindu philosophy is contained in these Upanishads. The epics. There are only 2 famous Indian epics, the Ramayana and the Mahabharata, that give us detail about the social and political conditions of the people of the epic age. The Ramayana was composed by Rishi Valmiki. At this time, the Ramayana contains 24,000 verses. It is the story of Lord Rama, Sita, Hanuman, and Ravan. The Mahabharata was composed by Rishi Ved-Vyas. The Mahabharata contains 1,00,000 verses. Sutras. The ancient treatises on various subjects are the sutras. They illustrate various rituals and also shed light on geometry and mathematics coming up during that period. Secular literature. The Arthashastra, Indica, Harshacharita, the works of Kalidasa, and the accounts of foreign travelers constitute the secular literature of the period. The Sangam texts of the south also belong to this category. Travelogues. In the ancient times, various foreign travelers such as Megasthenes and Fahin visited India, who described the life that existed in that period. Indica by Megasthenes is a popular name amongst the works by foreign travelers. Some centuries later, Hunsang came to India. It Singh was another Chinese traveler who has written about India. Art and architecture. Ancient India was advanced in the fields of art, architecture, sculpture, painting, jewelry, metallurgy, stone and metal polishing. The public bath of Mohenjo-daro claims the advancement of the society. Buddhist temples at Gaya, the stupas at Sanchi and Bharhut, the Gupta temples at Devgarh and Kanpur, the Lingaraja temple at Bhubaneswar, the Kandarya Mahadev temple at Khajuraho, Vishnu Temple at Vatapi, and Shiva Temple at Tanjore are excellent examples in the field of architecture. Painting. The history of painting goes back to the time when man first appeared on the earth. Many such prehistoric paintings have survived from Bhimbetka near Bhopal. Under the Guptas, paintings were made on cave temples in Ajanta that still attract many tourists from all over the world. Science. Science and technology in ancient India covered all the major branches of human knowledge and activities, including mathematics, astronomy, physics, chemistry, medical science and surgery, fine arts, mechanical and production technology, civil engineering and architecture, shipbuilding and navigation, sports and games. Charak and Sushrut were two famous names during this period. Charak wrote a famous book called Charak Samhita. Sushrut was an expert in plastic surgery. Indians made remarkable progress in the field of mathematics. They introduced their numerals, decimal system, and the discovery of zero, which passed through the Arabs to the Europe. Aryabhat, an astronomer, Varaha Mihir, an astronomer, and Dhanvantari, a physician, lived during the Gupta age. Aryabhatta wrote a book on astronomy called Aryabhatyam. In this book, he described the position of the planets, the causes of the lunar and solar eclipses, and circumference of the earth. Varaha Mihir's well-known work is called Brihat Samhita. Metallurgy has remained central to all civilizations from the Bronze Age, and the basic idea of smelting reached ancient India from Mesopotamia and the Near East. Shipbuilding and navigation. Ancient Indians were well known of the science of shipbuilding and navigation. Indians, particularly from coastal regions, traded with several nations across the Bay of Bengal, such as Cambodia, Java, Sumatra, and even China, and across the Arabian Sea, like Arabia, Egypt, and Persia.